Noun.
Word type, right? So here we have a noun. What else can we do to guess the meanings of words? Anyone? What else can we do? Shout if you want.
And again,
Anthony, go on.
yes, if you also look at the preposition they use, sorry, the pronoun.
The pronoun,
It,
like she.
the, no, it, where it.
Where it.
Ah, yeah, very nice. So this is what Kat said, context, right? Context.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about context at the end. This is the most important course. Any other things we can do, guys? What if it says here something like free?
Verb.
What if it says here free?
Prefix and
Prefix and
suffix.
suffix.
So sometimes prefixes can help, or suffixes. What is a suffix? Anthony, what is a suffix?
The words added after yes, the word added after a word. So let me use that word.
The words at the end. The end. And is there anything in the middle as well? Sometimes even the middle can help, right, guys? Do you remember, Mary, we were talking about debilitating, right? So I know that your vocab is fantastic, but just this is a good example for people. Billy. What's Billy, guys? Does that remind you of anything? Mary, what's Billy?
Ability.
Right?
Ability.
So this is a real word from a real OET exam. You can kind of get the meaning from ability, Billy, right? You can kind of guess this. What does it mean, debilitating? What does that mean, guys?
He is negative.
To reduce activity.
I'm going to say she bought a debilitating hat. Okay, so it's a very big hat, okay? So ability, we can see it in the middle. And then D, what does D mean? D is a prefix.
It's a negative form.
Negative. So here we can see like, oh, something negative, maybe for ability. Maybe we can get the meaning this way. Okay.
D.
So I'm just talking in general. How do you guess the meaning of words when you don't know what they mean? You can look in the beginning, middle, or end, of course. You can also think about the word type, noun, verb, adjective. Of course you can. Of course you can. Jasmine, yes, go on.
Yeah. Alan, what else helped me ahead from you is to make the blank.
Yes, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Making it blank and thinking, okay, what should it be? Right? That's a very, very useful way to do it. I'm just interested in other ways. Are there any, that would be context though. That'll be context. Are there any other ways? I always forget them. Is there any other ones? Najibullah, Nozad, is there anything else? Word type, prefix, suffix. Oh yeah, there is. This is Hussein. Is it good? Is it bad?
Positive.
Is it, what's the other one?
Neutral. Neutral.
These ways, they are helpful, but I think they are also very general. Do you know what I mean? They can help you a little bit, not a big amount. It's just general help. General help you in a general way. I think context is the most important way to get the meaning though, right? Looking at context. She bought a debilitating, if I say, you know, she bought a debilitating hat and it was not allowing her to sit down. What is this? It's context, right? It's context. It's telling us. And as Anthony says, we even have Anthony right, pronoun. Pronoun is the hat, right? The it is the hat. So context is a big, big thing that allows us to get the meaning. But let's think about this in more detail. How does context allow us?
Good morning, Alain.
Good morning, Khalid. Khalid, how does context allow us to get the meaning of a word? I want you to be specific.
Regarding the context, like context helping us a lot, like context during the listening.
I don't want a general answer. I want a specific answer. How does it do it? It's a
So
very
context give us a clue, like for example, what is the topic about?
we get clues. Okay,
Yeah.
what's a clue? Ada, Ana Luisa, what's a clue?
Idea.
Science.
Well, in
Pointer.
medicine, doctors, you guys get clues when you do consultation, right? Consultation,
Pointer. The pointer.
signs and symptoms. Signs. So there's going to be signs, but Khalid, I'm interested in what type of signs. Can we think about the different types? There are different types of signs. Let's look at this one. Gaida, could you say hello?
Oh, it's me. Oh,
Gaida, now I don't really know what this word means myself.
hello.
Okay, Gaida, hello. So look,
Hello.
hello there. Her
Yeah,
diligent behavior in seeking medical help exacerbated the severity of her condition. Can you tell me what this means? Any ideas what this might mean?
it's because it's I think she is looking for some medication to relieve her from her condition because it's getting long time. I think like that. No.
Hello.
But it's a good answer, but I want the meaning of this. And the clue is here. The clue is
Hello.
here. Anthony.
Can I suggest say something? It sounds like something delayed.
Or bad.
No, bad
Sounds like
thing.
a bad thing.
Bad
What
thing,
does,
yeah.
everyone, what does exacerbated mean?
Worsening?
Increase.
Worse.
This is an example of a cause,
Worse.
right? Cause and effects in sentences can help us to get the meaning, right?
Delay.
This behavior is
Poor behavior.
causing what? Worsening of symptoms.
Condition.
So when we see causes in sentences, we can guess the meaning. We can say it must be a bad thing, right? It must
Yes.
be a bad
Poor.
thing.
A poor behavior.
Yeah. So is there anything else we can do from this? It's just a bad
Delay.
bad type of behavior, I guess.
Yes, maybe a poor
Behavior.
seeking its behavior.
But I want to call this cause, right?
Cause, yeah.
Look for causes and results, and you can guess the meaning, right? Look, if I say, "Ugh," do you know what that means? No. But if I say, caused my headache, well, now you can get some idea. What things can usually cause headaches, right? Might be medication, might be food,
Symptoms.
right? So cause is a very good way to get clues, not cues, clues, sorry. And that's how we can use context. What about this one, though? Let's try Bouquet or Carmen. You need to tell me what this word means, okay? From context. The patient's tenuous recovery was far from the robust improvements seen in others. I don't know if Carmen's available today. What about Helen, Hasina, Nawida?
Yeah.
Again, we have a clue here. This is a clue.
Yes.
Is this cause? Cause clue? No. What type of clue is this, guys? Far from.
Far from which one? Where is that?
Like the
Oh, far from.
Away.
what they
Away, I think.
No. Helen?
The opposite, what they expect. It is the
Contrast.
opposite. Contrast.
Contrast, yeah.
So the patient's tenuous recovery was far from the robust improvement seen by others. So we know that whatever this is, it must be contrast with this.
Yeah.
What do we think it means, guys? Tenuous, it's an adjective. Anyone? Any idea?
Little.
Is it
Little,
like
little.
Like the
little
patient.
or
What does anyone know robust? What does robust mean?
Some
Significant.
This is strong. Robust is strong.
Yeah.
And this must
Slow, I
be
think.
Weak.
Full recovery, maybe. Full.
Weak.
right. And we get it from contrast. We see a contrast in the sentence and we think, oh, it must be the opposite of that, right? In the same way, we can look at results and say, oh, what can cause this result? This is a clue. This is context, okay? What about this? The medication, this is an easy one. The medication had a deleterious effect. Gaida, Farouk, ghoul, causing harm rather than improvement. What does
Side
deleterious?
effect, it's here, we mean.
So we think it's a bad one, yes? Side effect.
Yeah, because it's causing harm.
Again,
Negative,
rather than improve.
we have this clue, right?
Yep.
Cause.
Now, this,
negative connotation.
it's
Yes.
not cause. It's not the same as cause. Actually, do you want to know what this is?
Inside is delete, so it's like it's
Antidote.
destroying something.
It's restating. This is exactly what this means. What does deleterious mean? Causing harm. Sometimes
It's harmful, right?
Sometimes we restate. Have you ever noticed this, guys? In English, we restate sometimes. Like, you know, the hat, a thing I wear on my head, right? Was red. Sorry about my typing. Do you see that? What am I doing in this clause here? I'm just restating what a hat is. We do this in English. Sometimes you will see a comma, and we kind of restate it. That makes sense. The blah, something I have always loved to eat was tasty. What is this?
It's meal.
The meal, right?
Food.
So look out for sometimes in text and in listening, they might restate the meaning. Deleterious just means causing harm. Okay, what about this? The doctor used circumspection before delivering the bad news. Mary, Elvan, Emmanuel, what does circumspection mean?
Like preambular or something. Like
Backlinks.
Before delivering the bad news.
Like an inspection?
Evidence or circumstances?
Beating about the bush.
Beating about the bush, I like that. The doctor used circumspection before delivering the bad news. Circumspection.
He is
Yeah,
taking care of something.
Environment,
The situation.
environment.
Care of.
Now, this is a hard one, okay? This one is easy because here we are restating. Here, Mary, I want to call this one something like inference. Okay? It's not very obvious what this is. We're not sure, are we? But we can guess, we can make some inferences. Mary, Elvan, what do you do before giving really bad news?
try to like reassurance patient that is like many people has this situation and they are like
Before? Say that again, sorry. Sorry, we have bad connection. Go on.
sorry. Try to reassure a patient or give some like general information.
Well, it has to be before, though. What do you do before the news? You mean
We-
reassure first?
Can I add something?
Go on, Fareed, please.
Yes. In special cultures, the priest and the religious person or the families should be involved in all these things. So this is one we do if the bad news is very, very debilitating. So we prepare the patient before for the situation.
Is it
Then
like giving some information like preamble or
short.
strategies?
Preparing them.
This one is a hard one because inference is hard, right? What is
Looking at the situation the patient is in before delivering the bad news.
Yeah.
Give a short.
All of these, I think, are good ideas. Inference is, what is inference?
Imply.
Not direct.
A suggested or implied connection. Okay. This one is hard, but you have to just try to think, okay, what is the connection? It's very, very difficult, circumspection. It actually has two meanings, circumspection. One of them is circumspection is to look at yourself, your own thoughts. Okay, so that's very hard. It can also mean wariness, which I didn't know. Wariness. Does anyone know what that means? Wariness? Be careful. Be careful. right? Something like that. So you can probably, it's like being careful, right? Not to think about it for a long time. Now, inference is hard. This is difficult, but it's a way that we can get clues. Restating is really easy. If you can see restating in sentences. Contrast, it's okay. You can do it. Causes, very, very good way to get context. But as I always say, the key technique here is, try to delete the word. Make it blank. That forces you to try to guess the meaning. That makes sense. For example, if I take this one, sorry about the noise. If I take this one and I delete it, that's a good practice. Do you know what I mean? This is a good thing to think about. How would you fill in the blank here? What word would you choose to put here? Okay, so this is just a way, this is a technique for thinking about context. Okay, now, does anyone have any questions? Because I want you guys to practice this today. You're going to practice this with many examples. But do you guys have any questions about this?
Alan, I want to ask
look, please, Khalid, come on, Khalid.
Yeah.
You know the drill here. You're not the only one in class, so let me choose, please. Gaida, we'll go with you first, and then Tosin.
For question. No, I forget to down my hand. Yeah, thank you.
All right, okay. Well, guys, look, I'll take Khalid then, and then we'll do some practice. Khalid, what's your question?
My question is like, is it part C or which part of today we are practicing?
So this is listening, okay? So
Yeah.
with listening, you don't have enough time to do these kinds of things. But
Okay.
this is reading and listening together.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're practicing a skill that can be very useful, usually for reading,
Yeah.
sometimes for listening. This is the usual formal structure for these types of classes.
Okay, so here I am with Edwin. Hi, Edwin.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, nice to see you. Okay, so Edwin, you are an OET hero, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, super. So where do you live?